What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Level Up Lounge. As usual, I'm Matt, and along with me, I have Ian.
I go by Crow now.
Crow. I wish you still went by Crow. I missed the Crow. And I also got Paul, aka Deadly. There's nothing really deadly about him.
Well, look, I'm about to beat you in a game tonight.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I got beginner's luck on my side, dude.
Oh, you have no luck. I've seen it. You have none.
No, I really don't. I know. I'm cursed.
No, I feel bad. I'll give you some of mine, but you're not.
I am cursed. Well, we should have a pretty decent, let's hope anyway, episode for everybody tonight. We're going to be covering a few different topics. We're going to be going over some Kryptik, some things with Kryptik, maybe learning a little bit more about Kryptik. Deadly was able to play a game a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I believe, something like that. And he's going to share some of his knowledge on that.
Nice. Very limited, but I will.
Ian is going to be going over the Nom Nom Proto packs. That's what they're called, I believe. I should know that.
Nom Nom. I finally have all the cards, well, except for one. We're gonna discuss.
We'll discuss it. He doesn't have all of them.
But I have a lot.
To say he does. And I am going to be going over just the fact that there is a new Pokemon VGC series.
Say Pokemon. If you say Pokemon, that's what you're playing. Yeah.
So yeah, no, a new series just dropped in VGC this week. October 1st was the first day of the new series. And with the new series, what that means is that there's new rules kind of added into the competitive game. And honestly, 9 out of 10 times, probably even more, the rules don't actually change. It's just that new Pokemon are now legal, things like that. So we just had the DLC drop, the first wave of the DLC drop, and that introduced a whole new 100 Pokemon, plus I think it was like 2 different like legendary type Pokemon, or maybe one. It might just be Ogerpon is its name, and Ogerpon is a beast. Let me just tell you that. So that is like the Pokemon that the whole story is kind of like centered around.
The green map thing?
In the DLC, yeah. So that's what's kind of interesting about it, and I'm going to talk about that real quickly since we're on him already. Here, I could actually even show you Ogerpon real quick. He is a really cool Pokemon. I just want to say, I think all the DLC Pokemon that they introduced are really awesome. I don't know where I have them actually, but so like this is one of the Pokemon from the DLC that's like exclusive to the DLC. Okidoggy.
Okidoggy?
I think it's supposed to be Okidogi. Like
Okidogi, maybe.
Another one that's like Hunky Dory or something like that.
Yeah. And, they're all pretty powerful, I gotta say, and like they're being used in the competitive scene already, and people are like definitely finding a purpose for them. But Ogerpon is different than every Pokemon in the game right now, and I want to see if I could show you why, but I gotta find this damn thing first. I could just search for him because I don't know where I put my stuff. But so Ogerpon, he's the one that like I was saying, the entire like DLC is centered around this Pokemon right here. And what's cool about him and what's different about him is that you could change the Terra type of every Pokemon in this game. So you could see here it says grass. That's its Terra type right there. The second one is, and you could change that to anything, and you use it defensively. So if I make this a fire type Terra, and I'm battling, my defensive stat is now fire. So if like originally I was weak to their move being a grass type Pokemon, I now won't be because I changed it to fire type. I'm now known as a fire type Pokemon.
Yep.
All my moves will still be the same, though. You know what I mean? Granted that if you use a move with the same Terra type, you get like a 1.5 times Terra bonus, like a special bonus. But him, specifically this Pokemon, you cannot change its Terra type.
Okay.
Instead, what you do, and I think this is very, very weird. Is there a way I can see it? I don't think I can. So instead, this Pokemon wears masks. You can see the mask in like the little icon on the left side there, how he's wearing the mask, and in the big picture there, he's not wearing the mask.
Right.
That mask determines its Terra type. So in that little icon there, he's wearing the green mask. That's a grass type mask. There's a fire mask, a water mask, the grass type mask, and a stone, like a earth ground type. I think it's ground type, not earth type. A ground type mask. So those are the only 4 Terra types it can be. But with that being said, each one gets like an added bonus on top of that. Like if you're using the grass one, it automatically like has like a shield that throws out spikes on the battlefield. If you're using the fire one, it automatically gives you like a 1.5 times attack bonus. So like this Pokemon is really strong and it can be used in multiple different ways. So this DLC added some really cool Pokemon, and like I said, I've been seeing them in competitive play. But since I went over an episode about VGC and I talked about wanting to get back into VGC, I decided since the new series dropped, I should make a team. And I should use some of the Pokemon that are introduced through the DLC in my team. I'm not somebody who goes with the meta and like copies what other people are doing and everything like that. I see what the meta is, and so I know what I'm going to go up against, and I kind of build that way. But still, I'm somebody who I like certain Pokemon. I just like certain Mons, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I want to use them, and I want to try to make them work competitively. So I just wanted to share my first team that I built with you, and I'll also show my record, which is not the best. But that's what this is all about, right? Just having fun. So this is the team that I built. Check details. That's what I'm looking for. So Ursaluna got added last series, so that's not new to this one. The only 2 Pokemon here that are new to the series is actually Vikavolt, who's new to the DLC. And I actually was shiny hunting all last week, pretty much. And I caught a shiny Vikavolt, and I trained it, and that's the one that I'm using.
That's awesome.
Same thing with my Mimikyu. I caught a shiny Mimikyu last week. And that's who my whole team is centered around. I was like, Mimikyu is my favorite Pokemon. I talk about it on the podcast.
Too much. Way too much.
Start with always.
What's that, Paul?
Like, so when you like start to play, like that's your first Pokemon that comes out, usually.
So the way this team was built, that is how I've been playing it. Yes. So you have to choose. The way that VGC works is it's doubles. So you have to choose 2 Pokemon to start, and then you have 2 in the back sitting on the bench, essentially. So I always choose Mimikyu first, so that one shows up on my left side. And then I usually choose Urshifu second, who is kind of like the bear-looking karate dude. And I use him second. And that's how I start. And 9 out of 10 times, I've been having on my bench Vikavolt and Chandelure, actually. So the 2 new Pokemons into the whole VGC scene, I usually play as well. But Mimikyu has a move you could see, and so does Chandelure, actually, but I really only have been using it on Mimikyu, called Trick Room. What Trick Room does is that if you are a fast Pokemon, it reverses that. So my whole team is built slow. So if Trick Room is not active, they will be attacking last. So I don't want that. I want to be going first and knocking them out. So hopefully they can't even attack me or something like that.
Yeah.
So Mimikyu has this thing you can see right under where it says level 80. It's its ability is disguise. And what disguise is he's wearing this cloak. So every first attack at Mimikyu, the cloak like absorbs it basically. And like he goes, the disguise is now like unveiled. So no damage is taken. Even if it's like a super effective move, no damage is taken. It's the second move that will start like affecting him.
I always wondered what that meant.
So I use Mimikyu and I start first knowing that they might attack him, but either way, my Trick Room will probably get off. You know, I'll probably be able to set the Trick Room. And then all my Pokemon pretty much are slow. Actually, I think Urshifu is the fastest one that I have besides Mimikyu. And he's who I start with. And he's just a powerful punching karate machine. So he's good. Mimikyu's good. And then the other two that I use, they're just like more so like, honestly, I don't have to use Chandelure that much, but Vikavolt is very helpful with the lightning moves, and Discharge attacks both of their Pokemon at the same time. So again, that's very helpful. Mm-hmm. So with this team, and I want to say the one thing that I'm never confident about are the items that I have them hold. So they're all holding an item, which does help them in battle, but I personally don't know if like these are the best ones for these Pokemon, for this team. So I feel like that's something that I'll be messing around with before I start messing with like their stats and their moves and things like that. Because I want to try this team out more and edit it and get it a little bit better before I decide to like move on to something else. But here, I just want to show my score real quick so you can see. I only built this team literally yesterday, and I only started playing last night. So I played 18 battles so far, and I'm 9-9. So,
all right,
it's not the best. The team definitely needs some editing, but I don't know what it is necessarily that's like lacking the most. Because some of it, for sure, some of my losses were like user error. I chose the wrong move at the wrong time. I could have switched out Pokemon instead of leaving them in, and it would have worked out better. If I chose different Pokemon instead of like the 4 I was choosing, I probably would have done better. So there's things like that that were more like probably my fault, just getting to know my team and things like that. But there's definitely some stuff that probably needs to be edited as far as like stats for my Pokemon, moves for my Pokemon. And like I said, probably I would assume the items that they're holding, I could probably have some more useful items. But I'm very much so enjoying playing VGC again. And on top of that, I very much enjoyed shiny hunting, which I did not do up until now in this game. And I found a very easy way to do it. Ian, if you're ever interested in shiny hunting in Scarlet or Violet, I found a way. that.
What is it?
So I showed Paul last week actually, but there's things called mass outbreaks in this game where you can find them on the map, where there's just literally a mass outbreak of that species of Pokemon.
Yep.
And then there are sandwich recipes to have your encounter up and the shiny encounter up. And then you know how in this game you could just like send your lead Pokemon out to like battle for you, essentially? You just send it out into the mass outbreak. And now that you have the shiny charm and the shiny encounter up from the sandwich, after you knock out like 60 of them, you're pretty much guaranteed to like find one pretty much like soon after that.
So I got my shiny Vaporeon.
Really? Yeah.
No, I didn't. I don't care about the sandwiches. So I could probably do better, but I was doing something similar with the outbreaks when I was playing.
So there was like a Clefairy. I think it was a Cleffa event that was happening where there was like mass outbreaks of Cleffa all last week. And I ate one sandwich and I traveled to 2 different outbreaks and I found like 3 different shiny Cleffas. I was like, this is awesome. So now I'm using those to like trade for other shinies and stuff.
Trade them?
Yeah, you could trade Pokemon with anybody, dude.
Oh, so you're talking with another person?
Yeah, so I'm in like a bunch of Discords and Facebook groups and stuff like that where people are always. I never do. I just respond to them usually, but they're like, "Hey guys, I got these shinies up for trade. What are your offers?" So like, if I'll be like, "Yo, I have this, 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 and this. Are you interested in any of those? Because I'm interested in this one." And a lot of times you're able to work something out with somebody.
Gotcha.
But like I was doing right before we got on here, I also get lucky sometimes just doing random trades. You could just hit like, I want to get rid of this Pokemon, trade it to anybody in the world that's trying to trade anything they have, and you get like a random one. And there's times where I've gotten like shiny Pokemon, fully leveled up 100, like maxed out, like dope Pokemon from just doing that too. So I've been playing this again, and I've been actually enjoying myself, honestly, which is. It's good. It's good that this game is still offering things to the people that are playing it. And I've been watching a lot of content creators getting back into the VGC and stuff. And apparently that's only growing. Like that whole VGC scene and the content creators for it and everything like that. Most of these people that I'm seeing are getting like 5,000 views, 6,000 views. I'm like, holy crap. You know?
Why aren't you battling live?
Do you want me to right now? You want to do one?
Yes.
I can. Let's see how it goes.
So you mentioned Chandelure was just that. So Chandelure, I mean, Chandelure was XY. So that's like 10 years old. Has it not? How does that work? The rotation?
I might not be online right now. So it doesn't really make sense to me. Oh, I am online. I don't know what happened then. So it doesn't really make sense to me. The most recent coming into this series, which is called Series E, is the only one that really made sense to me. They added all the DLC Pokemon, the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Up until now, I don't know how they were choosing, honestly. But what's cool is that the Chandelure that I have, that's on my team even actually, it's a shiny one as well, and I got it traded to me by somebody who helped me actually finish my Pokedex for the DLC because there are Scarlet exclusives and I have Violet, so I had to get those two Pokemon from somebody. And what's going on, Dad Hat? And he was like, "Hey, I also need this Pokemon. Is there anything that you are interested in?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's Chandelure. I'll trade you this for that."
Right.
All right, so now I need to pick. See, you can see that person has a fire Ogerpon on their team.
Oh yeah, the red one. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So I'm going to start, like I said, with Mimikyu and Urshifu, and I am gonna have Vikavolt in the back because that Tornadus is weak to it, and I have a feeling he's going to be playing that. And I don't like that Rillaboom, so I'm going to put Chandelure in there as well.
Let's see your skills, Matthew.
There's not much skills. I'm still learning what I'm doing. So VGC goes way deeper than like I even realized, and it gets like overwhelming when you're building your team. Kind of like deck building for a TCG, honestly. You know what I mean?
Are we doing this democratically, where we like vote on what you should do?
I mean, we can. So yeah, he sent out Ogerpon first and Rillaboom, who I do not like. Honestly.
Wait, is that a shiny Mimikyu?
Yeah, I caught that last week also.
That's awesome.
So
I could pull for days.
I'm gonna do my Trick Room. I'm gonna do the Trick Room.
You are lucky. Just lucky in your own way.
I did not vote on Trick Room.
I got to do Trick Room with Mimikyu, but you could choose this one. You got 30 seconds though.
This is a democracy.
Do you want to do Wicked Bow, Sucker Punch, Wicked Blow? Sorry, Sucker Punch or Close Combat?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
I'm gonna do Close Combat to Ogerpon.
Go.
Both of these Pokemon that I'm facing, I don't like. Like they're strong Pokemon that are not good against. Well, they are good against my team. They're not good for me.
We got this.
So yeah, you see how his mask is active now? This guy's like,
Yeah.
it's like a cheap shot, man. Ooh. So yeah, that first attack did nothing to Mimikyu
Oh, he's busted.
because it's disguise.
Urshifu flinched.
So now my trick room is active. And now we get to go again. All right, so you want to do Shadow Sneak or play rough, Ian?
I like to play rough.
All right. And
So that the trick room made it so that your slow Pokemon are fast.
yeah, so Mimikyu, well, yeah, Rillaboom is a slow Pokemon, so that's what's not good about it. But Mimikyu is faster than my Urshifu, so he'll be going like either now. I'm pretty sure now.
Oh, sorry, Ogerpon.
Yeah, and Ogerpon dead.
Seems pretty good.
Oof, that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, you played rough.
It's actually a real strong move. I find it funny when like they have like cute names and they're like super strong moves for some reason.
Play rough isn't cute. It's like naughty.
It is.
It's super effective.
We got to do it, you know. And so is close combat.
Goodbye,
But-
Ting.
I need to get rid of this Rillaboom.
Do you? So the way that I always
Double attack again?
bolt attacks against the person that's super
You
effective
just
again.
double attack that one dude?
Yeah, and then if the first one kills it, it automatically goes to Rillaboom anyway.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
it
true.
does? Okay.
This is true. You were right, Ian. See, I should have listened to Ian. Sorry, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
gotten my attack off either way, apparently.
No. Trick Room sucks.
It's not working the way it's supposed to right now. But
Rillaboom healed. You're screwed.
I'm pretty sure that
Chandelure.
I'm pretty sure that I'm facing another. Which one do you want?
Chandelure has Heat Wave.
I'm pretty sure I'm facing another Trick Room team that just is not using Trick Room right now because they have a very slow team as well, so it's not working in my favor at all right now. All right, we're gonna get this play
Up against
rough.
that- Yeah, Ting Lu.
Going straight to the face.
And then light the Rillaboom on fire.
And then Heat Wave.
Oh, it's both.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man,
that sucks for you.
I don't know if my Mimikyu survived that. Oh, it did.
Woo! Aw, that was weird.
That was close though. Oh my god, and it's holding a citrus berry.
Ooh, come on.
It's
Jesus.
holding a citrus berry.
How's it going, Star North?
Oh
Nice
man,
Chandelure.
it's not looking good for me. It's not.
Your Mimikyu's disguise, does it ever come back, or is it just like a...
No, it's just the one-time thing. And he doesn't even have another ability that you could switch it. So some have like 2 or 3 where you could switch that ability.
Okay.
And some even have a hidden ability that you could get using an ability patch. Mimikyu doesn't have anything else.
Always disguise?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to actually Shadow Sneak Rillaboom. Hope that does something for me.
Shadow
And
always goes first move?
it always goes first, yeah.
Rillaboom.
Okay.
Rillaboom dies from the Shadow Sneak, it'll go over to the other one.
You're right. You are right, Ian. I can't argue with logic, you know?
I mean, you can.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was really good. I feel like that
That might have helped me.
nothing.
Yeah, that might have helped me.
That hardly even did anything.
Oof. And I got him holding the leftovers, so he restores a bit of health.
Nice.
And there's grass on the field, so we restore a bit of health.
All 3.
But my Trick Room is now over. So,
Good for you, though, because they keep going first.
yeah. Oh, gosh, they got an Urshifu. Oh, man.
Play rough!
Play Rough could actually
know,
one-hit kill
that's-
Urshifu.
Wait, can it really?
Yeah, if done correctly.
All right. Keep the... Yeah, do that. Do it. I'm so excited. Oh, did you just attack your own Mimikyu?
I did attack my own Mimikyu.
No, not protect.
Sorry. Hopefully Urshifu's still dead. Oh
Even,
god.
Oh, God.
Don't kick me 3 times. Don't kick me 3 times. Don't kick me.
Oh!
Critical hit.
I was gonna say. I thought it was like, wow, he's going in for 2 and then 3.
All right, but my Mimikyu might die right here also. I might kill my Mimikyu.
That was pretty rough.
Oh, did Mimikyu die?
Man.
Oh, Mimikyu's still alive? What, dude? And protect usually does not work 2 times in a row.
Right,
So
and Ting Lu can attack both of your guys at once. So it all depends on if he goes first. Shadow Sneak? Shadow Sneak?
Shadow Sneak is not effective on it. I can still do it. But it's not very effective.
He has such low health that
Let's try it.
you need to attack it before it can attack you with the double move.
Let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh god.
That's what I was.
Oh, Vikavolt avoided it.
Thank the Lord!
Vikavolt
Thank God.
avoided it.
Whoa, we got it.
We got it.
That was
Oh,
close.
man. That was very close. I didn't like how close that was.
Hey, I mean, you came out on top.
He's a YouTuber.
All that matters.
You just beat a YouTuber. You might have been.
I
On
did be.
Last of YouTube.
Maybe I'll be on their podcast.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this was like 3 guys fighting me at once.
Yeah, right. Well, that just helped my record.
Yeah, now you're above 500. Good job.
Yeah. So the way this works, just for anybody who's interested, is you could see like I'm now rank 7 under Great Ball. So the white ones, those 3 dots, they're just like Premier Balls, and then it goes to the 3 red dots, which is just your regular Pokeball. Right now I'm at the Great Ball tier. Once you get past those 3 blue dots, it's the yellow Ultra Ball. And then when you get to Master Ball, that's the last one, and that's when it actually gives you like a rank, like your 330th, your 217th. It'll give you like an actual ranking.
Yep.
All the ones leading up till Master Ball, you could get set back by losing games. Once you're a Master Ball, you stay a Master Ball. You could be like in 3,000th place or something like that. It does get reset at the beginning of every series. So October 1st, it got reset. If you are a Master Ball, when it resets, I believe you go down to either Great Ball or Ultra Ball tier. But if you're not a Master Ball, I'm pretty sure it just resets you back to 1. I haven't played the last few series, so last night I was able to get up to rank 7 from rank 1. So again, I still need to edit this team and everything. I'm going to try to make it to a Master Ball tier with this team. That is my goal. So I'll keep everybody updated on that as my playtime progresses and everything like that with this team. But yeah, it was cool to actually play a game on the live too. I don't think Paul's ever seen a VGC game before.
No, I don't think so either. I think that's the first one.
We did it.
So the game, like, I definitely appreciate that, and I definitely like the dynamic and everything. But I literally hate so much, and I just don't like the fact that it has so many Pokemon that I don't know, and it's randomly named, and like I'm just like I can't get with it. There's like no creativity with some of the names sometimes. Like there are some that are great, and like there's some new ones that are cool. And
you don't need to know the name of the. You don't need to.
I don't know I don't even know what I'm looking at this point. It's not Pokemon to me. To me, it's not Pokemon.
But think of it like Magic or something, right? When they release a new set, when they released the Lord of the Rings.
I think that they're getting a little ridiculous with this stuff now too, because they saw like I think that they were just like I guess they've always been bringing out sets, but like I don't know if it's sped up in like the last like 5 years or something, but it definitely feels like people are just like milking it now.
But to me, like all it is, and like honestly, it's a very good analogy because it is like almost the exact same thing. It's just like when a TCG releases a new set and there's some, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But here's the difference, and this is what I do like about Pokemon, is that although they're different Pokemon, they pretty much all use the same moves that we're used to. There are occasionally new moves added, like in Scarlet and Violet, maybe there was like 10 new moves added, but there was 50 or 60 new Pokemon. You know what I mean? So it's not like there's all new moves, but with like a TCG, it's a new card, it has a new power, a new move, a new ability, so you have to learn a lot.
So
but that just like, oh, this is a beefier Pokemon that I could give that move to. Sweet. You know, or like, oh, this is a stronger Pokemon that I could give that move to. That's
they did a lot of cool things. No, they definitely did a lot of cool things.
So like, you don't need to know the Pokemon. You just kind of need to know the stats and the moves in a way. You know what I mean?
I know, but like I asked you a question, and I was like, if I wanted to use only part of the 151, would I have problem like winning competitively? And you said yes, and that is what bothers me because I just don't like. I can add like so I can add all those berries and hold the thing like, but you're saying that those 151 are by far just like.
All right, let me real quick.
We're going back.
Are you telling me? So there is so much doper shit now than the 151.
Take it back.
Like the one, trust me, I'm an OG Pokemon fan too. I saw the original movie in theaters. I got the Mew card, all that. But when you see something like this,
no,
I'm just like
a really bad one. I think. Yeah, that one. If you had picked the black like panther looking thing, if you went back, go back up or something. I don't know. That one there, yeah. That one may look cool. Yeah.
This isn't even like new.
Exactly. I like so.
This is a shiny too. They're all my shiny.
And so funny enough, I can understand like the next set, but like Neo or something is the Neo set is the second one.
Like look at this. Look at this beast, dude. Oh, I didn't mean to move it. But look at this thing.
I ended it.
You don't want to be attacked by a ghost fish, dude.
But that, like, I'm looking at that and I just don't see Pokemon. To me, like, call it a new game. They should have just came out with a new game.
This is one of the new Pokemon from the DLC, Ian. Sinistacha. It's a matcha tea.
The matcha tea, yeah. Sinistea.
Yeah, just like Sinistea, yep. All right, here's another dope one that's from this game. So they have in this game Paradox Pokemon that are from like 200 million years in the future. You don't want a half robot, half Pokemon, dude.
So now it's just like you could just think of anything and it's a Pokemon.
No, it has to be a Pokemon.
Like a sheep that's actually half pig.
Like this one is prehistoric.
With horse feet.
There's also 200 million year old Pokemon. This one's prehistoric.
Spoiler.
Where does that fit in the lore?
Spoilers.
Lore.
It does fit in the lore.
I mean, if he's telling me it's 2,000 years old and it's like ancient, then I would have to say.
So,
but Deadly, this is your favorite, isn't it? This
Scarlet,
one right here.
Scarlet was in the past.
Favorite.
Violet's in the future.
No, actually, I think Mewtwo is probably like one of my favorites. But if I looked at the 150,
come on, Mewtwo.
Are you collecting the 151 cards, Deadly?
No.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Did you buy 151?
Pokemon at all.
Me?
Yeah.
I went hard. I'm still waiting on stuff, but I pulled four of the Erica's invitations.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just want one. Give me some Charizards.
Yeah, right. Bro, the Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard, the three of them like all next to each other are beautiful.
I don't even care about the Charizard, I'm not gonna lie. I want the Charmander.
The Charmander is great, dude. Yeah.
And the Charmander, I don't know if Charizard does, but the Charmander and the Charmeleon, they stack to make the.
No, they all do, and so it's the Charizard like on the ground, the Charmeleon is like getting up, and then the Charizard is flying off.
Yeah.
So it's all on like the cliff, and it's like the progression of it growing up and being able to like fly finally. It's pretty dope. I love that. I love that they brought that Japanese art style. Like they had Pokemon cards in Japan that looked like this prior, that did not release in the United States, and now they're bringing that full art. They call it like trainer art style or something like that, or like because they originally like debuted it with like Pokemon and the trainer in the background.
Right.
But yeah, I really love that like full art, cool new art style.
I have 2 of these ones. I love that one.
Deadly. It's a whole Pokemon TCG set of just the 151.
I know, but I'm telling you, like, overall, I'm just not interested.
Oh, Arbiter!
I'd rather do something else.
What's up, Arbiter? Well, that's all I had for TCG for VGC. I just wanted to showcase my team, let everybody know that I'm trying to do what I was talking about a few episodes ago. We got to see me win a game, which is a rare occurrence. So that was nice. I made myself look better than I am on camera, you know.
Every time.
But yeah, unless you guys have any questions for me, we can move on to the next topic.
I think I asked my questions.
Yeah. I think
Awesome. All right, so next, Ian, what's going on in Nom Nom?
Yum yum. If I could click buttons properly, I'd tell you. So I have this here because this binder is from Immortal Workshop. Great binder. We'll get into that in a second. But I finally was able to amass the prototype packs for Wave 1. I have all the cards here, so we'll go through that. But yeah, well, let's go through the cards first, and I have a question for debate. So the first wave and all the waves have 9 cards in them, and then there's a 10th one that isn't numbered. So 1 of 9 is, and this one is Bugadon. These are commons. We have Nomkey for uncommon, as well as Crocopossum, rare, Voltoraptor, and Meowdoo. So Crocopossum isn't done by Victor, it's done by Emily Nancy, and Meowdoo is done by Kyle Culp. And so all of these, I think I've shown before.
Yeah, I believe so.
These 2 down here specifically I didn't have. So Ralph, who's the main character of the story, so he is a champion, which is denoted by the green pills here. So these are XP pills, not dungeon point pills that we've discussed before, the red ones. And then, you gain XP every time he rests, which is basically like tapping him at the end of a turn. And then you get to level up. You pay his cost again to level him up. So every time you level up, you get a new ability or new stat increase or something like that. So. And then this is the rarest card of the 9. So this is a phenomenal rare as the rarity. The yellow pills, which isn't really showing up too well on camera here. These are actually yellow, not red or green. He's a Pathfinder. So Pathfinders are unique in that they get to choose whether they want to go down the party path of the dungeon or the Nomster path of the dungeon. And then for him, if he's on the party side, you get +1 power, +1 move on all local party allies. So he boosts your party. If he's on the Nomster side, same thing. +1 power, +1 move to all your Nomster local allies. So he'll boost your Nomster.
Good. That seems like a good card, yeah.
So how many cards were there entirely in the set?
Is it 9?
Here. Okay, so 9, but there was a secret rare, a 10th. So that's
what you tell yourself?
And before we get into that, this is a 9-card top loader binder that John sells on his website.
Oh, nice.
It's massive. It is really big, but it's actually really cool to be able to store some cards I really care about in this fashion. while still in their top orders. So I highly suggest that. So technically 10, but 9 numbered. And the question I have for you guys, and it's something that I've always kind of wondered how people feel about this, but never really discussed it. What do you consider to be the difference between a full set and, say, a master set? Because I consider this to be the full set. It's all of the numbered ones. The master set being, if I had the golden idol as well, which there's only 3 printed. It's impossible. 3 people are going to be lucky enough to possibly do a.
Have all 3 been pulled?
1 has been pulled.
I've only seen the one guy post it, and he did like a giveaway
turtle
stream
shell?
and stuff
Is it like
that.
a turtle shell looking thing?
Yeah, it's a turtle idol.
Super cool looking.
So there is a 10th card, but for what I have here, I consider this to be the full set.
Yeah. So I can. I'll go. I mean, I'll give my opinion on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So a full set, in my opinion, would be like, let's say hypothetically there was alternative, like if there was a non-hollow or a reverse hollow, I would say for you to have a full set, you need to have each one of those 9 plus the other 2 that go along with it. So like you need to have the reverse and the non for a full set. If you want a master set, that is like everything to a T. Like even like, like even like excess cards, like put everything in the set. These 9, all 3 of them, and then the secret rare.
So like with MetaZoo, having the non-hollow, the reverse hollow, and the full hollow.
If you have the top loader, not top loader, you have the booster box, like what do we call it, little pack, box topper, there you go. If you have the secret rare for that, and everything that includes in that set too, subsets included in the set, what do we call it?
So do you consider promos? Because this is actually something that I didn't consider until recently. Like, there's people that not only collect, everything within the set, but then they also go out and get all of the different promos.
Those are like single one-offs. Like, here's a promo.
Yeah.
Like a Target promo or like a con promo or something.
I think I pretty much agree with Deadly. My only difference is for a master set, I think you need the play set of them as well. That's just my opinion.
I think that's just a play
I can
set.
see that. I could 100% see that. I mean, you're getting like full on everything to play.
Like if you could have 6 in your deck, you should have 6 of them for a master set. Like that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but if you have the non-hollow, reverse hollow, full hollow, you're not going to collect them all in non-hollow.
No. As long as you have 6 playable copies, and you're allowed 6 in your deck for
the
this
master
example.
play set.
Yeah. That's just how I do it personally. I'm weird like that.
Cool. This makes me happy that I actually have what is
Almost a full set. Yeah, we got you.
And then just to gloat because Erica's coming on to me hard.
Erica is coming on to you hard.
She wants to be in my binder.
What's that Victor Larson sign card up top?
This is Gravekeeper. So this is one of the serialized art cards. I forgot what number.
Where'd you get that?
Bought it on eBay.
That's nice.
The 71 of 333. I forgot what con this was at.
It said Spookala. It said Spookala on the back of it.
Wow. If I could read.
Deadly was at Spookala.
This one is the Bold Matsuri promo.
That one's dope too.
And that's the mascot for Bold Matsuri. And then these were numbered out of 50, so this one is 11 of 50.
That's dope.
But these are the cards that Victor, after the Kickstarter, will be matching serialized playable cards for. So I'll have a Gravekeeper playable card and a Bold Matsuri mascot playable card. I don't know if it has any.
Do you think I'll see a card for the print that I have?
I hope so.
I love that guy. Copper Ramen.
Copper Ramen, yeah.
Yeah, he's
wait. We got Cutthroat. Full set, numbered set, master set, numbered pre-con. Oh, pre-con decks. Jeez, I didn't even think about the pre-con deck. Product promos, Grandmaster set, everything, event promos, SRs, and then playset of functional cards.
So basically, he's saying that a master set does not include secret rares.
Grandmaster.
Yeah.
I like that though.
I mean, it is a good breakdown.
That is
Grandmaster.
a good breakdown.
That is a good breakdown.
I feel like the SRs should definitely be considered like above and beyond with how low print runs there are. Like even this right here, there can only be 31.
You just want to feel better.
There's only 31 of these Bell Dragons printed.
You just want to go to sleep at night feeling better about yourself. That's
I do. I feel better about myself. This is the only thing that makes me happy. Don't tell my kids.
Yeah, not your kids, not your wife, just Nom Nom. So let me ask you this: for those rares and everything, well, I know that for the secret rare there's not, but for the rares, are there any non-hollow versions, or if it was hollow, that was it for this?
Yeah, that's it. So the commons and uncommons are all non-hollow. The rares, the super rare, the super duper rare, the phenomenal, and the astronomical, which is the astronomical rare, is the golden idol, are all hollow.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I
Why?
I feel like I have mixed feelings about that.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where you don't have to chase a full hollow, non-hollow, and reverse hollow version of different cards.
Like
You don't like that?
like
He doesn't
you
like
don't
chasing down all the copies.
Yeah, no, I don't see the point to it.
Yeah.
See,
I would like
I
hollow
hope-
and non-hollow. That's it.
See,
I hope-
I know for this, it's not much to worry about because like people are not going to be playing with these cards really. Like these are more so for collectors, I would assume. But
Yeah, and that's what they said in the beginning was, these cards are likely not going to, they could be playable if nothing changes,
yeah.
essentially, but
So-
changes after playtesting.
So with that, like I'm not too worried about these, but for future, I like to play sometimes if I know I'm going to be playing excessively. Like there's some cards where I'd rather not have the hollow version for, unless like I'm purposely blinging out my deck, which a lot of times I also do. So there's like times where I don't want to use hollows, and then there's times where I do want to use hollows. So I like the choice when it's there sometimes. But at the same time, like I do agree with what you guys are saying, where it's good to just like not have to chase down for like the collectible standpoint and stuff like that.
There's a fly.
See that?
Close the binder on him.
Yeah. Thanks, John, for the new fly swatter.
Yeah.
In my binder forever.
Well, I'm real excited for Nom Nom Verse. Any news on when like the next round of release proto, any of that?
Not right now. No, I don't think we know the next date.
They've been coming out with some clothing line. I think they've been coming out with beanies.
Oh, that's true.
We did. Yep. Let me get my face off of this giant screen. Oh yeah,
That's bad. That's real bad.
Oh, I don't want to be there. I want to be over here. Yeah, so they just dropped some baseball tees, Raglan shirts, one with Ralph, Peanut, Amos, and Moogie in the big red suit. They dropped a straight up just black champion sweatshirt with the Nom Nom logo. That's actually my favorite. I'll be wearing that. I got all the baseball shirts. I'm actually gonna buy shirt frames from like Target, and I'm gonna use those as like wall art. I'm just gonna take the green screen out and put it back there.
Awesome.
Because I like the way they look. And then they did a beanie, a dad hat, and then you like the hat?
Yeah, I'll probably get one of those.
The dad hat or the beanie?
That hat.
Dad hat. I like the dad hat. Yeah.
Paul loves his dad hats.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a simplistic design with the heart, AP, and
I'm more of like a traditional baseball cap type of guy.
Yeah,
Paul likes the dad hats.
yeah,
So
he likes the fitteds.
what's the difference? Because like a baseball hat,
It's kind of like the brim, not the brim, like the way like the front of the hat is, I should say. The dad hats are kind of like more like floppy and flimsy,
or rounder.
and the baseball caps kind of like go up straight and
They have
like
a
they're a little like
structure.
stiff. Yeah,
okay, so you like douchebag hats, and we like normal hats.
I was a baseball
Jersey in 'em.
player.
This is
I'm just
crazy.
used to wearing them. See, Paul was a foot fairy playing soccer. I was out there rocking the baseball field. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. It didn't matter for me. I'm literally balding because of wearing baseball hats. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm not at work, like I usually have one on. Actually, a lot of times on the podcast, I have them on. So, yeah, but when we made Caster's corner hats, he made me.
I made him specifically the type he likes, and
And
I
he
made
made-
mine, which was that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. So we had different hats for the same cause.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, I understand there's two preferences. You know, some people
Yeah.
like the way they.
Dude.
There's a lot of people that like those hats.
I think it doesn't. I think a dad hat doesn't look good on me. I think
I don't
that's
think
it.
those
too.
look good on me. Like that's
Yeah. Yeah,
Why?
that's really what it comes down to. Is like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I look like a fucking dork. Like, like
I feel the same way. Yours is probably less accurate. Mine's accurate. Yours probably you probably look fine. You just like think you don't look good.
no, with this mustache, I can't pull it off, dude. You know? Well, I'm excited for Nom Nom Verse. I wish I was able to get any of those cards or
Well,
the
MJ, I'll-
series too.
Maybe I'll send you a pack so we can all open a couple of the doorway packs when they come.
Okay.
I purchased some myself. I know.
And if it's like a secret rare, I get to keep it, or
Ian's got some regardless. He's a special man. And then I'll send you one. I think about 5.
yeah, you said you bought the max or whatever.
Yeah, say 5, about 5.
Yeah.
I got a handful. I'll open some here as well.
Word.
But like, wait,
Yep.
we know when the ship. No, I'm not like
Not
we
yet.
just ordered them. So
The wave 2 is currently at the printers, and then when that's done, it'll go on to the next.
the doorway.
The doorways. So hopefully soon, but I don't think they necessarily have an exact timeline yet. So we
Do you
don't
have an idea of what the contents might be? We've been,
for the doorways.
yeah. Like, what is it?
Cards.
Yeah, but like, what?
They're going to be rares or above, so they'll all be hollow. There's 10 of them.
Oh wow.
One card per pack, so that's the big difference.
Oh jeez.
They're $5
uh,
a piece.
The 3 that they showed us were Belmonte, which is the magician nothing guy. Nothing is a race in Nom Nom, so he's all clothed up, and then his face is just sheer black, and you can see the eyes. So there's Belmonte. There was the dude with the drill for a nose. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I've seen that one a few times.
And then there was one more. I gotta load up my Instagram because I made a post about it. But yeah, there's one more. So I think that's all we really know so far for those ones. I don't think they've spoiled anything else around those yet.
Good to know.
If I knew how to load up Instagram, I would get there faster. Oh, yeah, and then there's this. There's a cat-looking thing with a blade for a tail and blades for ears. I think we know the name of that one. I just don't remember.
And we all know how much both of you love cats.
I love cats. Cats are my favorite.
I don't love cats.
I don't like them.
I don't like cats in real life.
I
like cats on cards for some reason.
don't like them in real life at all. They cause asthma attacks for me, and
Well, that sounds like a personal problem and a weakness.
and they shit in a box in your house.
Well, okay, you set up the box for them, so who's really the villain here?
Where else would they go?
Toilet?
See,
At least they don't just pee randomly on the floor and
Wait.
just step in it.
So, when I was living in Boston, geez, over 10 years ago now, we had cats, and we actually got one of those litter boxes. You put it over your toilet, and then slowly, over time, you put new inserts in it that open up the hole more and more. So, eventually, they just start shitting in your toilet.
did it work? Okay.
All it did was get a lot of kitty litter down our septic.
Oh God.
Oh, God, yeah, that's bad.
Oh man. But
No, I don't recommend it.
But yeah, cats aren't my thing. I'm a dog guy. I like lions, but I won't have one of those close to me ever. So no, I would. The only cat I would ever consider having as a pet is an ocelot. They're like mini jaguars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're bigger than a house cat, but they're like not like a big cat at the same time. They're like a bigger house cat, but they have like the print of like a leopard or like a cheetah or
Feral though.
No, people have them as pets.
Okay, because I've seen people have like some, like not a lot, but like these cats are like.
You do have to like train it first though. Like it is like
Okay.
something that will become a pet, but it is out in the wild. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing: there's an entire Netflix show around people owning tigers. So
Don't act like you didn't watch that show.
it was so good. I didn't watch season 2.
I did.
Well,
I watched all of it.
Season 2 seems like it was just like
It was a cash grab.
yeah.
Yeah, they were just.
We all know Carol killed her husband. Like
My boss actually grew up like 5 minutes from her like whatever that is, zoo, her whatever that thing is. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I went there like 50 times as a kid. Well, any more Nom Nom news or?
no, that's just we're waiting to hear on Wave 3 and 4. We're waiting to hear on a Kickstarter date. So.
And I'm hoping that I could actually get some of these proto packs for the next waves. Ian,
you missed Doorway even? Doorway was available for 30 minutes.
So I like actually like opted out of that one just because I had things going on.
Yep.
But the proto packs I missed. So for the next ones, Ian, if you don't remind me, our friendship's over.
I literally like update people in my Discord, so this is on you.
Well, I expect a phone call, a DM, an email, a fax.
I'll fly right down to your house.
Morse code. A carrier pigeon. I need it all. Smoke signals.
That's amazing.
Well, Deadly, I guess we'll move on to some Kryptik then, homie.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see
What
his
you
face.
got?
I like
you
his
got
face.
going.
Show me your big face. Wait, what?
So what's up with Kryptik?
All right, so let's see. Did it switch? Cool.
It switched.
So I played a couple games and very much enjoyed it. And I believe the game has a good flow to it. You like the way it's set up when you're playing. You think that maybe there's a chance that like one person might just like win really easily, but it actually, the way that they have it set up, it kind of keeps the game going for just a little bit. And then it allows the person to potentially come back, and it allows for just like different dynamics to happen. So I just have to figure out.
Well, I have some unfortunate news, Deadly.
What?
You lost the starter deck.
No. I have it here. It was in this deck box, which was on my windowsill in my bedroom.
Where's this going?
Which is in arm's length of my 2-year-old.
Oh no.
And apparently he mixed up the starter deck you gave me with the packs that I opened, as well as with some Legions of Will.
That's
So
amazing.
first off, take out the Legions of Will, and then
I have no way of knowing what the deck is, though.
it's okay because I will somewhat direct you the best I can.
That's not going to work.
Yes, it will.
That's not going to work. I'm going through these right now, trying to make sure they're even the same direction and stuff. I'm like flipping them around.
That's another thing you can do as well.
Why is there Legions of Will mixed into this? This is the deck that I built for Legions of Will. These were not even in the same deck box.
First off, take out the Legions of Will.
Yeah.
For this,
This stuff only happens when my girl's watching him because she like literally does not care about these cards in the least bit.
Boneyard survey.
well, what I can do is give a little rundown. Let's see. So I actually have their mat. This is actually a Kryptik mat. They're a little longer, in my opinion, than the average one. So I think it has to do with.
Are they narrower or just longer?
So they are pretty much the same on that aspect. So I would say that the width is pretty much the same. It's the length.
Because I noticed on the way I have like my desk set up, I use one of the play mats usually as like my mouse pad at the desk.
I have 4 set up on my table.
And the way it usually works is like I have to have my computer, like the base of it, like my monitor that is, like on the playmat usually. But for my Legions of Will one, my computer fits flat on my desk, and so does my playmat. So like this one has to be like a little bit narrower, but I think it's the same length actually. So
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they have different sizes, but this one is definitely a little longer. It has the 11-year cards, which is basically your life total, and they like stacked out here. You put 6 of them right here. I think that's the reason. You put like 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Not that you guys can see all that, but
I could see 5. I could see 5 of the 6.
you can see 5 almost. And then I believe that you would start with 6 cards. 6. And then at this point, I would get to choose what I want to keep in my hand. And for a mulligan, it's basically I would take like 2 or 3 or 1, any amount, and I could basically put them on the bottom and then draw. I believe you would shuffle again, but I'm not 100%. There's like little rules where like that I'm not 100% on the way it goes.
Yeah, anytime you're learning a game though, that happens. I feel like.
Just
Remember when we were learning MetaZoo?
Yeah. So and those are minuscule, like whether or not I shuffle or not. That's very like for tournament legalities. This is casual. So basically, I start with 6. I have 6 out, and first player does not draw. So if I go first, I am not drawing.
I feel like that's common in a lot of TCGs.
Yeah, that's usually. I feel like MetaZoo was one of the first ones, but not one of the first ones, but one of the first ones I played that did that.
It was one of the first ones that I played where you could not only draw on your first turn, but play stuff on your first turn and attack on your first. Like you could do it all if you had the right stuff.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon, you could play stuff your first turn, but you can't attack. Actually, you can't even play certain things on your first turn.
So I would return 2 to the bottom. I would draw 2, and I would say shuffle. So,
Now those 6 cards are like your prize cards, right?
yes.
Gotcha.
And that's what makes this game cool is that those will effectively be able to come out at a cheaper cost and put you like back in the game. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
So when you win a prize card, it comes out into the game, not like into your hand.
No, so there's 2 things that happen on the card. So let's grab this card right here. On the card, we'll actually have this little thing at the bottom. This is short time, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and well, so this little hourglass. This is the only thing you can do with this card. So if you were to hit it, and I revealed it, it would say you may place this card into your limbo pile and draw 1. If you choose not to, this card goes straight to your hand. So this is one example of what you can do with one, but I want to find one that actually has
But it's always going to be
Perfect.
that hourglass at the bottom.
Well, I guess it will. Maybe it will have the hourglass on it. Yeah, it all has the hourglass, but each one of them has like a little bit different thing.
Gotcha.
Sorry. So if I can get this, there you go. So this one has a 0. This one I can play without paying anything. And literally, you hit it, and it opens up, and I can just literally place it out. Sometimes they'll have a number. Like this one has a 2. It would cost 2 soul to play it when normally it would cost 3.
Gotcha.
At the top here, so you're getting it at a discount.
I know the one thing that I liked when we were going over this previously is the fact that there's no actual like energy cards per se, the souls, like you just said.
Yeah, every single card is a resource. Every single
the card itself, like you could choose like, oh, I could use this as a resource, or I could use this as like whatever. And I like that. That's cool.
There is actually, as the game is progressing, I see them bringing more cards that actually take cards from the soul row, which is your like aura, your mana, whatever, and you can actually replace them. You can bring them up. You can use them if they're spells. There's actually a card in this set, not this deck specifically, but in the set that allows you to play spell cards from your soul row. So like in my turn, if there's a and all spells are instants. So you can literally play a spell on anybody's turn unless it says otherwise.
Yeah. Remind me, how do you win this game?
So all of these are your life total. So right now, just think of it as 6 life, and the 7th life would be to hit me physically. So you have to hit each one of these cards, which is the only thing you're targeting. You're never targeting a creature or something out here.
Okay.
So
but you could block, I'm assuming, right?
What?
But you can block, I'm assuming?
It's big into blocking. So basically, you're swinging at my cards, and I have some cards here. I get to choose the blockers.
So this is sounding more like, but obviously very different from, but this is sounding more like Legions of Will to me in a way, because you're almost like defending those 6 cards that are out there.
In a sense, I think Legions of Will definitely has major differences, but
it's unique. It's definitely unique. Yeah.
In the aspect, if you were to accumulate, so in Legions of Will, you have the 3, so you only have like 3 life. Those are your lives, like that's it. But you are putting armor and like people to block those things.
Yeah.
So they have to get through it to get to those last pieces, and then the last person. Yeah. So that game's actually pretty good. Like the dynamic of how they set that up. Because you have the resources with the dice. You get it every turn and one more or whatever, or you get the resources from the bases. From the bases, yes, which is cool. So it just resets every time, and then you can increase it. So yeah, basically you would be targeting these cards, and as soon as these are all gone, you have to hit me one more. And once you hit me directly, then you game over.
So that's funny because when we were first going over this, and even when you just began now, I was thinking of it almost like the opposite, because that's how Pokemon is. In Pokemon, you want to take your prize cards. So like if you have 6, which you do start with 6 prize cards in Pokemon, you win by getting your prize cards. Here it's like you lose by getting
Well, it's almost like, I just like the dynamic how as soon as you do damage to me, it gives me a little bit of a bonus. Benefit. Like it's like, hey, like you just got hurt, now you get to play this for a little less, or but it's all random, so you can get really bad cards here that don't help you that well, or help you at the specific time, and you are controlling like which one you're targeting. There's cards where I can flip all of these up. There's a lot of different things that can happen like with these different cards.
Are there any of those cards that you could flip up and then use them as a resource?
So the only way you do that is if you chose to put it in your hand. So basically, you have one of 2 choices. You have the ability to play the soul cost, which is to play it out for the cheaper cost, or you bring it to your hand. Like we saw with the other card, it actually allowed you to do an action which this one allowed you to actually limbo, I believe limbo, put it in the limbo and draw. So you get to actually cycle this card and just pick a new one off the top of your deck.
That's cool.
Yeah, so those are like pretty much the only things that I've seen. I could be wrong. There might be something else. But I believe that's kind of the only dynamic I've seen with those cards in like the short time. There's actions on the card sometimes, like on the actual like ability on the card that say if you are short time 4. So if you have 4 of these missing and you only have 2 left, that would mean you're short time 4. That means that you can do something with the card. They'll be like, you can pay less for this card if you do this. So like, it'll be like, if you're short time 4, pay 2 and discard this card and just, so I think I'm specifically referencing one card. It's a wipe card, and you can wipe the board with it if you are short time 4, and you can pay basically to just like throw it away into abolish, which abolish is like exile, and then it clears the board. I actually want to find that.
I have 2 more questions for you.
Yeah.
One.
Yes.
Is that playmat a 2-person playmat?
No, it's 1.
It is 1. So those 6 cards would be elsewhere, or is that where they would be?
No, that's exactly where they would be. So you have the limbo pile right here. This is so the deck would go here, up here. This is limbo, basically your discard, and then abolish up here. It's like right here. It's another box right above the deck. This one is exile. You would put your 6 cards, and this would separate from the island, or the island to the soul row. And
So
the island is like the board.
So what's the soul? Oh, that's your energies. Okay, yeah.
So basically, if I was to play a card, I would play this card upside down to indicate that it's a soul. So I'm looking at the top right, now that it's a white and a blue. So this could be a white or a blue. I put it down, I would use it for that.
Now, my second question was going to be, I know there are card limits. We went over that. I think you said it was like 4 of each card or something like that per deck. 3 of each card per deck.
Grassman's will.
But are there any limits on like how many things you could have in the soul row and how many things you can have on the island?
No.
So
as far as I know, you can have as many as you want out here, and you can have as many as you want down here.
And remind me one last time too for a third question. Is the deck a set amount of cards?
50 has to be 50.
Has to be 50.
No less.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. And
it sounds like it would be a lot of fun actually. Like what? Like I'm kind of upset that I just opened this box.
There's 30 extra cards in there, out of there. So there's 50, 60, 70, there's 80 cards you're holding, right? Give or take.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be 3 lore cards. You can pull those out. There's going to be 3 hollows. So you can pull those out. That's 6. Now you have all the rares you can pull out. So there's going to be another 3 golden rares. You can pull those out.
Yeah.
And at that point, now you're going to have maybe about 15 cards that aren't supposed to be in there.
Yeah, it sounds a lot quicker than I'm able to do it.
I'm just saying, if you could do that, we could throw down a little bit. But I mean, at the end of the day.
So how's this sound? Now that I got a little bit of an understanding of it too, being able to see it. Because last time we were just like verbally talking about it with like nothing in front of us like this, and you had less knowledge than you do now, not having played it.
Exactly.
I'll fix and organize this literally probably tonight after this podcast, and next week we will play a game.
Next week, okay.
Ian, you are invited as well if you
go 3-way.
Because you got one of the Kryptik decks as well. So if you want.
He's ready to play. Oh, hey, Matt, step aside. Ian's ready to go. He's like, I mixed them all together.
Yeah, I'm mixing Legions of Will in here.
Dude, I don't know how this even ended up in there. They were in different deck boxes. That means there's an empty deck box somewhere in my room right now. Probably. And my girl just found all these cards on the floor, and she was like, "Oh shit, let's clean this up before Matt gets home."
Do you know what actually would be perfect? You know, it would be perfect. You can do this really fast. What colors are on the box? Because those are the only colors in that box. There's 2 colors.
I threw that box out. I got this box. Yellow. Yellow is the.
What color? What did you do? The undead?
What's the primary colors of the cards you have?
I think undead is black and white. But I could be. I have to. This isn't.
I have green too.
I'll be ready for next week, Deadly. Oh, another Legions of Will card. What do you know? All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to talk about today for Kryptik?
I just wanted to play a game.
Yeah, I did too. But I don't see this happening quick. And we're already an hour 16 in. Yeah.
So, okay, cool. So I'll send you a link. Kryptik has print and play files, which is going to have your deck list.
Yeah, he's literally gonna have the deck list.
See, Deadly, Ian's already more helpful than you.
Oh, bro, I would have gotten there. I just was like, we're on camera, so I was trying to give you like a quick fix.
Oh yeah, I don't care that we're on camera.
I can't do multiple things.
Well, you're hearing me now with witnesses. I promise we will play a game next week on live. And with that being said, I'm also promising that I'm going to beat you my first time ever playing this. So
you already have a loss. I take this as an L.
I'm going to do everything
standard deck.
Well, you can blame Lorenzo for this one.
Ooh, I can't do that. Too pure. It's too pure still.
You don't live with him. He's not pure at all. Right? Ian knows what I'm talking about. Everybody's like, "Oh, your kid's so nice. Your kid's so sweet." I'm like, you don't freaking know this kid.
I spend 24/7 with this kid.
Like, he thinks he's Johnny Knoxville from Jackass 24/7.
He's like climbing on stuff. And
you know the show 1,000 Ways to Die that used to be out like years back and stuff?
Yeah.
He finds all 1,000 every day. So it's crazy.
I feel like he's going to grow out of that soon, though. I feel like it's a phase, right?
If he's like me, he won't, you know.
What do you mean? You're like, I still find 1,000 Ways to Die every day.
Yeah. My adrenaline kicks in sometimes. The child in me comes out. Dude, this weekend I went fishing up in like New York State with my buddy, like right on the New York State Jersey border, but like in the woods, in the boondocks. He has like a boat docked at some lake. The whole time we were on his boat, I was like, this water looks nice. I just want to jump in. I'm wearing like a hoodie and like jeans. I'm like, I just want to jump. He's going to be just like me. I already know. I'm 30 years old wanting to jump in a lake on a fishing trip, you know? Men don't grow up. We don't. I'm convinced of that.
Bold statement.
I kind of agree.
We could get mature and do what we need to do, but the same fart jokes make us laugh. The same cartoons. Ian, don't act like you don't watch Bluey. The same cartoons will entertain us, but females, they grow up.
Dragon. Is it just Dragons? Race to the Edge? Anyway, How to Train Your Dragon has a couple TV shows. Race to the Edge is amazing. I'll sit there and watch it with the kids, and I'm getting into the story to the point where I'm like, shut up, kids, and we'll my shows.
My kid like goes to his room to like play with his toys, and my girl turns off the TV. I'm like, I was watching that. Well, that is going to be it for this week's episode, though, everybody. If you have not already, please like the video. We appreciate everybody that was in the comments tonight. If you're watching this, if you are watching this recorded at a later date, please leave some comments in the video. And lastly, if you're not a member of our Discord, Caster's Corner, please join the Discord. The link is in the description. We do some giveaways on there. We have a bunch of different groups for a bunch of different people. video games, board games, different TCGs. Come join us. Let's play some games together.
Did we ever resolve the giveaway? I wasn't here last week, was I?
So 2 weeks ago we had a giveaway that we should have announced, but I had COVID and we canceled the episode. And actually, Dad Hat was one of the winners.
Nice.
Let me see. I'm forgetting off of the top of my head the other Andrew Borsman or Borsma. I'm sorry.
He won my first ever giveaway. I'm pretty sure.
Really? Yeah, I know that both of the people who won last for this giveaway that we were doing, they were both like regulars and been around for a while and everything. But yeah, so those two won. The boxes were sent out. They did receive them. And I think Dad had even posted his polls that he got in our Discord. So we have a whole section for Legions of Will under there. And I'm pretty sure he posted his hits. And he got a cool one that I haven't seen before. So yeah, join the Discord. And, we hope to see you guys in there. And there's also a section for you to leave us suggestions. And I even want people to suggest us like games to play, honestly. Like,
give us something to do on this. We get
if you have a board game, give us a board game. If you got video games,
is that a Legion of Will card?
No, these are Immortal Workshops.
Yeah, they were the Mothman promos that Emily Nancy did
nice.
with John. So these were in Point Pleasant,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna give a set away. Let's do it.
Woo!
Nice.
Put it in the Discord.
You want to do it in the Discord? All right.
Do it in the Discord.
Look at us just giving back to the community.
It'll take me just like a
You
second.
three people are super welcome.
I love these. They're just immediately my mind went to like old Batman comics, and I love it. Anyway,
All right. We're starting it right now. You want it to be 1 week?
yeah,
Make the people.
we'll announce it next week.
One winner.
You do 6 days, 23 hours.
They're getting a day 1 and day 2. Immortal Workshop. My fingers are too fat. Immortal Workshop. Mothman Festival.
But can you set it up for 1 hour less than 7 days, though, so that it ends while we're in the next stream?
No, I can't. You want to just do 6 days? 6 days instead?
Yeah, do 6 days.
Gotcha. Yeah, just in case we don't run this long next week. That's still a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Copy, paste.
I love these cards so much.
Someone else is going to love them too.
Yeah.
6 days from now.
Workshop.
Oh, I spelled festival wrong.
Do.
I spelled it wrong again. There's no spell check in this. When you're in like the giveaway thing.
Everyone can't spell stuff.
No,
Yeah,
I
I was
can't
gonna
spell
say-
stuff.
I don't think there's a spell check when you code. That's literally just like coding out a giveaway.
All right. It should be live. There we go.
Can I enter my own giveaway?
You can. You look like a real asshole if you win that, though.
Immediately cutthroat enter.
There is an entry. There is an entry. That's funny.
That's amazing.
Cutthroat, were you there? You weren't there, right? I think you said you couldn't make it last minute or something, just like I couldn't make it either.
To West Virginia?
Yeah.
West Virginia.
I literally was just in that state too.
You were there literally 2 days ago.
Why?
No, I was there 2 days ago for work.
You.
I know, but it was fun. Very interesting.
I saw a video of you rolling down a hill talking about being a child at over 30 years old.
Yes, that is, I'm a child.
And you had a shit-eating grin the whole time, too.
It was fun.
That's funny.
Captain Hepburn, go to our Discord.
It's Hempbeard.
Oh.
Hey. I know Hempbeard.
I like that we like to fight and click.
Click on the same thing. I know Hempbeard. Hempbeard's good people.
I will post the link in the invite people. Invite. Oh, it's a 7-day link. 7-day link is fine because it's a 6-day giveaway.
Yeah.
Now you all have
join that link.
So yeah, you join the Discord. There's a giveaway tab. The giveaway will be live there. I don't like pinning people late at night, so tomorrow in the Discord I'll make an announcement as well to let other people know that this giveaway is going on. You're
a nice guy. You should do it at like 7 a.m. just so it's 4 a.m. for the Californians.
I love doing stuff like that.
Out of the spectrum.
I mean, it's your fault for living on the shitty part of the country, you know? You know, we got the stock trades in early. Well, Ian makes his own content also, so...
I haven't made a video in over 2 months now.
He is officially retired.
He's not officially retired.
I'm kind of retired at the moment. And
you're in a hiatus.
Are you telling me what I am?
No, you don't want to know what I think you are.
I'll get back to doing stuff. Not to the level I was, but been taking a break. I'm actually I start my sabbatical after work tomorrow for 5 weeks.
I don't know what that fancy word means.
It means he's taking off work. He's not working.
I'm just messing with him.
Yes, my company every 5 years you get a 5-week sabbatical.
Like mental health stuff.
Yeah, I guess I've been there 9 years. So what? You know, we were one company. We got bought out a year and a half ago, and then they were like, "Yeah, we have a sabbatical, but you can't use it for until a year after the onboarding." So I had to wait a year before I could even schedule it, and then I'm finally taking it starting tomorrow. Anyway, so then
a lot of time to do a lot of things. You want to play Kryptik with me tomorrow night? And then the next night we can play another game.
I'll have
family.
I will have more time.
Tell your wife and kids that.
But he wants to spend it with people he likes. And
then you just go. I know.
No, that's awesome though. I wish I could get 5 weeks off.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I would be too. I'd actually get bored probably during the day some of those days, but still I want it.
Well, he lives on a farm, so I bet you he has a lot of things he does, like a lot more things that he can do. It's like he has a second business technically.
How do you have planned getting out of some of those farm chores?
The farm is mainly my wife and my mother-in-law's deal. Like I'll help out, where I can. But that's primarily them. So I'll probably be doing a lot more watching the kids while they're doing stuff.
Oh, nice.
my contribution.
Yeah, my days off. My girl's always like, "You need to do this, clean this, do that." Like, it's my day off. What do you mean? Like, I get one of these.
He's waiting all week to tell you that too.
I know, right?
Look at a list like light bulb.
So I'm just picturing Ian's wife with like a dictionary-sized book of like, all right, you got 5 weeks. We got to start tackling some of this shit.
Yeah. Because of the farm, we can't do a lot of traveling, so we'll be doing a lot of day trips and stuff like that. But
that's good.
Nothing significant in terms of travel, anyway.
And maybe one YouTube video.
Yeah, maybe.
If you make one, what would it be on? Let me just ask that. What's something that you've been wanting to make a video on that you haven't?
I really I don't know.
You don't mess with Rise no more?
No.
Yeah.
No, with Rise. I really like the art of Rise. I think it's an interesting game. But Francois is not going to budge on the nudity, and it's just not something I want on my channel.
Yeah,
so, as much as I like Rise, it's like, well, I guess I'm not going to be like blind opening boxes. So
yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to see some more of your videos soon. Your videos is what started this whole friendship, actually.
Yep.
So,
You guys did my first ever giveaway.
yeah.
Deadly donated a Magicast box. I was like, who the hell is this guy?
That he wishes
This
he
wonderful
still has
gear.
because he needs that $20 real bad right now.
What?
They're
No,
probably
I'm just making a joke. That stuff, that even that stuff is not going for much anymore.
No.
No,
No, not
You know what I found today? That's not
just some
going-
singles. Just some singles.
I found 2 of these boxes.
I still have 2 of those.
I only opened one of those, and I only bought one of those.
I opened 0 after I learned what was inside.
I stopped opening at a certain point. Everything I bought just stayed sealed, and then tried to just like offload it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this episode, guys. We're at an hour 30 in. We're 30 over what we want to be. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, share, make extra YouTube accounts, and then like, subscribe, share some more.
Make extra Discord accounts. No, don't.
Yeah.
Join the Discord, join the giveaway, and we will catch everybody next week. I appreciate everybody. Have a good one.